superhero snapshot here is that his real name is Dr. Henry Hank Pym. And his home is Cresskill, New York, and he was created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Special powers and abilities. He's a biochemist. Biochemist Dr. Henry Pym can shrink to the size of an ant while persevering his human strength. He dons a special helmet that allows him to communicate with ants and other insects. Microchip-sized weapons and tools line his pockets, ready for use after transforming into his miniature alter ego. He is one of the founding members of the Avengers. I really didn't know that. Dr. Pym was a brilliant scientist. During an experiment, he discovered very rare subatomic particles, which he called Pym particles, which when ingested, the particles shrink the doctor to the size of an ant. Pym began an intense study of ants, which led to the development of a helmet that can communicate with and control the industrious insects. He used his incredible abilities to fight evil as Ant-Man. In Ant-Man's case, size doesn't matter. He is still able to do amazing things despite his shrunken size. This reminds me of a certain wee little creature or character in the Bible. And that character can be found in Luke chapter 19, verse 3 through 4. Let's go ahead and turn there. Luke chapter 19, verse 3 through 4. It says this: He entered Jericho and was passing through. There was a man called by the name of Zacchaeus. He was a chief tax collector and he was rich. Zacchaeus was trying to see who Jesus was and was unable because of the crowd, for he was small in stature. So he ran on ahead and climbed up to the sycamore tree in order to see him, for he was about to pass through that way. Zacchaeus had heard that Jesus was coming to Jericho, and he desperately wanted to see Jesus. Zacchaeus, however, had a problem. He knew that he was too short to be able to see him or the surrounding crowd. Zacchaeus wasn't going to let this height stop him. He needed to see Jesus. The small man climbed a tree and he stood on a big branch. He could hear the crowd but couldn't glimpse Jesus. But then there Jesus was, right under the tree. Jesus looked up and saw Zacchaeus. He said, "Come down, I'm going to your house." Not only did Zacchaeus get to see Jesus, he was going to be able to spend time with the Lord and Savior. Like Ant-Man, his size did not matter. He found a way to see Christ, and he wasn't afraid what others would think. Be sure to seek Jesus and follow his teachings. Follow Jesus with all your heart, even if you have to do something as silly as climbing on a tree like Zacchaeus. Zacchaeus was willing to do whatever he had to do to know Jesus. In your life, what barriers are there that are keeping you from growing closer to God? Let's finish out this story, shall we? Verse 5. When Jesus came to the place, he looked up and said to him, "Zacchaeus, hurry and come down, for today I must stay at your house." And he hurried and came down and received him gladly. When they saw it, they all began to grumble, saying, "He has gone to the guest of a man who is a sinner." Zacchaeus stopped and said to the Lord, "Behold, Lord, half of my possessions I will give to the poor, and if I have defrauded anyone of anything, I will give back 4 times as much." And Jesus said to him, "Today salvation has come to this house, because he too is a son of Abraham. For the Son of Man has come to seek and to save what was lost." What is getting in the way of you drawing closer to God, guys? Ponder on that question. Because I guarantee you there is something going on in your life that's keeping you back from drawing closer to knowing Jesus and making him known. So, think about that. God bless, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.